Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of Coffee and Sports in the Morning. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. We got a cast of thousands here. I want to say thank you to Wide Network for having us. Let me go ahead and bring everybody in so we can get started with the show. First, here's the NFL genius, my man. You see down there, my man Gene. Gene, what's up,
Bro? Such a fun day of watching football yesterday. And I'll say this, right? I'm a diehard Eagles fan. But when you have a Sunday, like a bye week, where the Eagles are on Monday night or on Thursday night, I get full red zone for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And I got another TV playing the game I want to watch the most. It's great football Sunday.
All right, let me head on over to my girl Key. Key, what's up? How you doing?
What's up? It's a holiday. I'm off today, so I said, why not come on this morning? So here I am.
Good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. And of course, he is the staple of this show, as well as to the Wire Network. My man Mo. Mo, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Will? Great football weekend. Disappointing day if you're a Niners fan, obviously, in the bigger picture, but it was a great football weekend. Let's get into it.
I'll tell you another good weekend it was. It was a good pro wrestling weekend. We had Crown Jewel this weekend. We saw two winners, Stephanie Vaquer, Seth Rollins. We talked about that on our Meaty Boys podcast last week, Mo. We pretty much called Seth Rollins needed that win, and he got that win. But the thing I want to ask you guys is about Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton. A, is Stephanie being brought up too quick? And B, is Tiffany being buried? Key, tell me what you're thinking.
I don't think Stephanie's being brought up too quick. She was too good for NXT. She's been around for a little minute, so I don't think she's being rushed up too soon. She's the right move right now with the with the injuries and everything. Especially, I don't see if Naomi still had it. I don't see them still taking it off of Naomi just yet. Mind you, they just put it on her. Right. It would have been a good fight, but I don't think she would have had it. But circumstances that Naomi got pregnant, they had to swerve. So that was the right move to put the belt on her. So I don't think so. Now, as far as Tiffany's better as a heel, in my opinion. The crowd just don't get latched to her as a face. So she's going to have to. I think she's going to lose that title. I just don't know to who yet. But she has to be a heel. I don't like face Tiffany. But as far as Stephanie, no, Tiffany needs to be a heel.
Mo, what you thinking, man?
I think Key spoke perfectly on this. Look, Stephanie Vaquer, I think she's the right person at the right time. We spoke about Naomi stepping away. Don't forget the injury to Bianca Belair. She's out. So I think she fills a vacuum for right now. And she's a terrific performer. I feel like the Tiffany Stratton, the thing about her that's killing it is she's just horrible as a face. She's horrible. She's almost unlikable as a face. I just think as a face, maybe it's too close to her real personality. She's just not likable. She's much better as a heel. The crowd, for whatever reason, they draw into her more as a heel. So I agree with Key. At some point, they'll probably have her give up the belt, and she'll eventually turn back heel. But I like them elevating Stephanie Vaquer right now because she's a perfect performer in terms of crowd favorite. She's got a move that everybody, whenever she does it, who reacts more to that move, that one particular move, than the Stephanie Vaquer Devil's Kiss? So I love everything about her. Yeah,
Booker
yeah.
boy, Booker.
Yeah, I love it.
Gene, what you thinking, man?
Great moments are born from great opportunities. That's what Stephanie Vaquer had when Naomi got pregnant. That's what she earned when Naomi got pregnant. They were not going to put the belt on her. Naomi was already ready to face her at Crown Jewel, and not Crown Jewel, at overseas in Spain. In France, sorry. But Stephanie Vaquer is such a, like, the WWE has shown you that they will ride the wave of hot up and coming superstars. They didn't expect the Yeet movement to go over like it did. What did they do? They put the title on Jay. When the Yeet movement got stale, they took it right back off him.
Yep.
Stephanie Vaquer is a mixture of a great in-ring talent that has the fan base behind her. It's a very similar setup of, what you watched when Seth Rollins was coming up, or what you watched when other great in-ring talents, and then you add the fact that the fans are completely behind them. Stephanie's great though. She's awesome. And it's different to see a face be this over and with the title this quick. Good shot, Key. I seen it. You made it.
The dog coming up here giving me toys and stuff, so I just choose to do it.
Now let me ask you guys this real quick. Thoughts on John Cena, AJ Styles? Mo, I'll go to you.
A much better match than I anticipated between the two. Now they've always had great chemistry, but I thought it was a really good match. They did not disappoint. First, I'll be honest, I wasn't excited about the match because I'd seen them wrestle each other multiple times, and I wanted a bigger name. But in terms of what we got, as a fan, I enjoyed it.
Key, what you think?
No lead up either.
Nope.
And it was such a great match with no lead up. I was impressed. I was thrilled to see John Cena and AJ Styles absolutely and I love the throwback to old wrestlers that they constantly, My favorite was the Bray Wyatt, the Sister Abigail.
Yep. What'd you think, Kiki? What'd you think about that match?
It was a story told within that match, and you can tell it showed. Cena got 4 more dates left before he hangs things up.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles is leaving too. So for him to come out in his debut gear, I knew it was going to be a match to watch for. Actually gave me goosebumps while watching it. It was classic. We've seen them fight before, but it wasn't like this. And then for them to show homage to everybody, I did want to see John do the 619, though, but see AJ kind of stopped him.
AJ stopped that, yeah.
But that was kind of dope though. But and then the shout out he gave to Alicia Taylor to have her, have her introduce AJ was sweet and spot on. Like shout out to John Cena for doing that. Wanted to make AJ feel like he's relevant, the ace that runs the place, the face that runs the place.
Right.
And so that was I like that. That was a dope match. I think that's one of the candidates for match of the year, in my opinion.
It was a great weekend. Pick back on some other stuff that went down real quick. We got the Dudley Boys losing to the Hardys and calling it quits. We got Trick Williams over in TNA losing the title. It's been a great weekend in pro wrestling, something that you don't really see a whole lot of, but this week capped it off. And then when you take the NFL, put all that together, it was a great weekend, you guys. Great weekend. And Gene, that's all I got.
Listen, you're gonna skip over the fact that the Vision, my guy Seth Rollins, got it done without any outside interference.
He did.
Listen,
he did.
Give my man Seth some credit.
It wasn't clean, but he won.
It's not supposed to be clean. He's a heel.
He's a heel. Not supposed to be.
It's not. And that's the thing that I don't think people understand. Right? Well, yeah, it wasn't clean. You're not supposed to.
He's a heel, right? He's not so. He's
the
supposed
bad
to have
guy.
a dirty finish.
Right.
But before we move on, the funniest moment of that night, was when Roman told the Usos, "I love you.
Yeah.
I don't want to see y'all till Christmas."
Yep.
It's like, what about Thanksgiving?
No Thanksgiving? I want to see you to Christmas. Oh man.
I mean, he's not wrong. Jay cost him the match. But,
yeah.
I love the direction that they're headed into with the bloodline. I think it's going to be genius. Turn Jay into little baby Roman. I'm loving it.
It was a great weekend this weekend. I was able to keep up everything on my phone and my VPN. Thank goodness I ain't paying $30 a month to watch all that. But yeah, great weekend of sports all the way around. Great weekend.
All right, let's get into some NFL action. Look, there's a lot of games that happened yesterday. And I'm gonna be very very clear with you. It started off with a stinker in London. I don't know what the English people have done to get this bullshit played over there. Bo Nix and Justin Fields and the Broncos Jets in a 13-11 matchup. Waking up to that, I wanted to go back to sleep. It was terrible.
Can I give up on Bo Nix?
I mean, you can as long as you've already given up on Justin Fields, because that happened for me yesterday.
I mean, oh my gosh.
I was getting ready to say, if we're giving up on Bo Nix.
Oh my gosh.
I gave up.
That was hard to watch. And watching that game, I thought about something that Gina said a lot about certain quarterbacks, but it really highlighted it. Justin Fields doesn't process stuff very quickly either. He just I want him to be successful. I have no shame in saying that. That doesn't mean he's gonna be successful. But I wanted that for him because I thought playing at a big time school against big time opponents, he shined. It just seemed like his transition to the next level, I thought it would be relatively seamless. I'm at the point now. I think he's gonna end up being a journeyman.
Look, I got nothing else to say. I was wrong. The guy stinks. I wish he didn't stink. I root for him. I've been pulling for him his whole career. He stinks. But that was just the lead up to talk about what I was gonna kind of lead into with NFL. And I just want to ask y'all a question real quick. And I kind of cheated and told y'all before in the pre-show. But in all the games that have happened this year, 6 weeks of NFL action, minus 2 games. How many teams, 32 teams in the league, 6 weeks? I'm not a mathematician. Couple bye weeks, roughly about 190 games played with 180 different teams being played in the game. How many teams have started and finished a game with 0 penalties called in the entire football game? I don't want to be the guy that puts on the tinfoil hat week after week after week, but when I see bullshit, I have to call bullshit.
Holding happens on every play.
80% of the money was on the Jets. The Dolphins got every call. 80% of the money was on the Eagles. The Broncos got every call. 80% of the money was on the Lions. The Chiefs did not get called for a penalty the entire football game. When have you ever seen a ref review? Listen, let me be clear. It was a penalty. Jared Goff never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But when have you ever seen the rest be like, hold up, they scored a touchdown. Did he get set? Let's start flagging after play. Fuck it. I've never seen that before. It felt like the replay review came down and was like, hey, you missed one there on the good guy's side. Cost them 4 points.
Yep.
Very, very ticky-tack pass interference call. Huge play in the game. And then I invite you to watch the All-22. I'll give you my logins. Ask, hey, Gene, I want to see your logins. I want to watch the replay of that game. And all I want you to do is watch Aiden Hutchinson every play. He was held every play of that game. I am baffled. Now, let me be clear. I picked the Chiefs. I thought the Chiefs were going to win the game. When you see 80, I'm going to help you guys out there that still gamble. I don't. But when you see 80% of money is on the Chiefs and the line moves, on the Lions, and the line moves from Chiefs minus 1.5 to Chiefs minus 2.5, it moved the wrong way. If 80% of the money is on the Lions, the spread should move to the Lions being favored. That's how that works. It moved the other way. So my question that I'd like to ask you all is, did you watch the game? Did you think it was fairly officiated? And am I tripping? Not for penalties. It's not a reviewable play. That's bullshit, Kittrell.
I thought that it was ticky-tack the whole game. because, like I said before, there's holding on every play, and for a whole team to go without being penalized, yeah, the Chiefs were the better team. I'll give them that, but that doesn't mean they didn't have any penalties that should have been called. That doesn't mean that. And like I said, hold happens on every play. So I thought it was bullshit on that part. But yeah, I just thought the whole game was called, ticky tack.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. The Chiefs were the better team control. I agree with you. Not one time. This is the first time this year where a team's been called for 0 penalties in a game.
And
Is that a real thing?
Every play.
Let me know if it is, because I've never seen like a whole. I mean, to go a whole game being disciplined, that's different. But for you, a team not to not at least have a flag, a false start, a pass interference,
offside,
something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just doesn't sit right. It just doesn't sit right.
And how is that possible when you look at the weapons that the Lions have? You would think that there would be a hold or a PI or anything at some point with how physical the Chiefs DBs were playing up on Amon-Ra St. Brown and the other receivers to have no. Now, granted, I can hear Chiefs Nation right now going, well, that's just we're just so disciplined. There is no team that's that disciplined in the NFL. They don't exist.
No,
nobody's gonna go. Andy Reid just had them really well prepared. Look, I don't want to be the guy that says there's shiesty stuff going on, but that was shiesty. Because to me, that was a physical game. It was, and it was weird because you see the Lions' offensive line could overpower the Chiefs' defensive line, but at some point, the Chiefs just walked up and said, "We're going to play 3 linebackers and we're going to blow up the holes," and it worked. But when you play that brand of physical football, no penalties, no nothing.
Yeah,
not even an
craziness, man.
Not a trip, not a false start, nothing. I've never seen that. I'll be honest, I've never seen that.
I seen that ball. They didn't call roughing the passer when the DN sacked off and put his whole body on him with no penalty. I seen that. I didn't think that was that bad. I also think the Aiden Hutchinson call on Patrick Mahomes was perfect. Aiden Hutchinson took 2 full steps and then dropped his shoulder. Yeah. Like that was 100. Like, I'm not sitting here saying the game was so one-sided that it was unwatchable. Yeah. What I'm saying is that it's when coincidence happen in sports too often, where 80% of the public money is on one side and the other side gets all the home cooking. It's not coincidental to me. I don't believe in that. My whole point, I think the Chiefs were the better team last night.
Agreed.
I think the Chiefs were going to win the game without home cooking. I'm just saying to call 0 penalties in a game is wild. Now, I want to talk about the after effect of the game. Brian Branch is going to get suspended from the game. And I don't know if it's going to be 2 games or 4 games, but it will be a suspension. I think 1 game is too light. I don't think that's reasonable. I think if the NFL suspends him for 1 game, I think Dan Campbell might suspend him for an extra game. That was sour grapes after the game. You're 4-2. You're in a good spot in your division. Didn't shake Patrick Mahomes' hand. Juju says something to him about not shaking Patrick's hand, like blowing him off, and then went to shake Brian Branch's hand, and then Brian Branch threw a punch.
Straight mugged him.
And from what I'm hearing, this Juju, it might have broke his nose.
Yeah.
So there's no way he's not suspended for at least 2 football games. I just don't. Punched him in the face after the game, Cottrell. Like there's a multi-game suspension is what. So maybe I'm tripping. What do you guys think the appropriate punishment is? Cottrell thinks there's no way a multi-game suspension should be called for a push to the face. I think at least 2 games. Take your side, Mo.
I think it's 2 games by the league, But when you listen to what Dan Campbell had said, whatever the league gives him, if Dan Campbell doesn't feel that it's enough, I think Dan Campbell will add a game or two to himself.
Mhm.
He was that adamant about we're not like that, we're not about that, we're not going to tolerate that. So I think Dan Campbell might be harder on him than the league.
You have to look at it as an NFL player that you have to be, even though in the midst of a loss, you still have to, you are a professional athlete and you're expected to act as such. So that's why I'm saying it should be a 2-game suspension. That was uncalled for. And I won't be shocked if Dan Campbell gave him another game on top of that to make it 3.
You're taught when you're kids to have sportsmanship, regardless if you get blown out 100-0, 99-98. You still have to have good sportsmanship, good game. Hey, good game. You know what? Y'all beat this, good game. He was just being a sore loser. I understand your calls are not going to go your way. And you didn't like that blocking them back that they didn't call on you. Okay, calls don't get called every single game. They're not going to get called. But for you to go up there and for one, purposely not shake Patrick Mahomes' hand, and then you get in Juju Smith-Schuster's face. You didn't like what you said. He probably was like, hey, "Come on, man, don't be like this or lose. It was a good game at the end of the day." And then you just go mug him for no reason. Like I said, I get it, but you at the end of the day, kids still look up to you. Oh, I love Brian Branch. I want to be just like him. I want to be in his position. You're not showing kids good sportsmanship that you're taught from little league and you playing. So he was being a sore loser. 2, I get he got blocked in the back and he didn't think it was being called about and Juju chirping at him. But that's the name of the game. They're going to talk your smack. Get some tough skin. Come on, Branch. You know better than this. Now, if you get suspended and then Dan Campbell on top of that is going to add some games because this is not the way Dan Campbell officiates his team. They don't come out and do that rah-rah stuff and no fight at the end. And the man of Dan Campbell's character, you might hurt your team because he going to suspend you to teach you a lesson. And then at the end, what if y'all lose games because, Brian, you wasn't there because you're part of this defense? Then what you going to say? So he's going to get fined, at least by the league. Maybe the league's going to fine him, maybe a game. But Dan Campbell may, put some more heat on him and then, next man up in that situation. But you can't be doing that, Brian Branch.
Nah, it's gonna uncalled for. Completely uncalled for.
I think what Cottrell is saying is that it's just the push. I don't think the push to the face is the only thing that happened there. The push to the face ignited a fight in which both teams were fighting. And the part that I guess, I don't know, it's going to be looked at is when Juju's helmet gets knocked off his head, Brian Branch punches down at him. We cannot forget that. Like what happened? Now, granted, they were in a fight, so and Juju came over.
Mahomes is in the thick of that. Y'all want to risk Mahomes getting hurt?
Right, exactly. You do that, it's over for sure.
Just there's a lot of good football that happened yesterday. A lot of great football games that happened on yesterday. But I really want to give some credit to a team that I didn't give much credit going into the season. The New England Patriots are 4-2 now. Drake May was 18 of 26 for 261, 3 touchdowns, 140 quarterback rating. I didn't see this from the New England Patriots. And now they play the Titans this week. So they have a chance to be 5-2. They play the Browns and then the Falcons at home. I don't see them losing any of those football games. The New England Patriots can be 7-2. I am blown away by what I'm seeing from Drake May. I didn't expect it. Granted, the Saints are a hapless team. They're not a good franchise. They're not a good football team right now. Will be the first person to tell you that. But beating Buffalo, Sunday Night Football on the road, and then traveling across, down south, essentially across the country, whatever you want to call it, and winning another road game, I'm impressed with New England.
You're seeing a lot of maturity from Drake May. He's someone who can throw the football. He's also somebody who can do work with his legs as well. Putting him up in fantasy, have been loving that pick ever since the start of the season. Played very well yesterday. You guys know I hate Spencer Rattler, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to defend Spencer Rattler on today. He got no help yesterday from Chris Olave. No help. Dropping passes, can't make contested catches. He just looked bad yesterday. Kool-Aid McKinstry, he was straight Purposaurus Rex yesterday. He was getting killed too. So, yes, it's the Saints, and I get that point, but Drake May has been looking good all season, and I think that will continue.
I thought Vrabel was going to turn the culture around. I thought they were going to be much improved. I'm not going to lie and say they were going to be this good. I didn't think they were going to be this good, especially on offense. I just didn't think they had enough playmakers on the outside. But look, Drake May he's impressed me. I didn't think he would take that big a leap forward in his development, but he has. And I give the Patriots all the credit in the world. If you told me that they had a shot to be 7-2, I would not have signed on to that. So I'm just overly impressed with them on both sides of the football, but especially offense. Because Drake May, to me, he looks and plays older than he is.
Keith?
I said the Patriots was going to be a playoff team in the very beginning of this. I said if it's not going to be straight up, but maybe a wild card. I'm still going to stand by this statement. I said they just need to win more games than Pittsburgh. We all see what Pittsburgh's doing. They're on top of the AFC North right now. But I just said if they just win more games than Pittsburgh, New England will be in the playoffs. And I'm still going to stick by it. Signing Vrabel was the best thing the Patriots needed. They just needed some discipline. They needed some guidance. Drake May's playing out of his mind right now. I do wish they would play Henderson more myself. Stevenson, he's coming into.
I feel you on Henderson. I feel you on that.
Stevenson is what it is, but I feel like they should play Henderson more. But they got Diggs on the outside. When Diggs is healthy, he's a top 10 receiver in my opinion. So they're having the playmakers that they do have, and Drake May figuring out, and that defense is playing good. I like New England's chances, being a wild card team.
Good game for New England. I think that the Saints competed.
Can I get rid of Chris Olave, please? Can I trade him to somebody?
He's by far your best receiver.
I mean, but
I don't know if the Saints, it might be a fire sale coming up. Olave,
it might be. It might be. It might be.
He's by far your best receiver.
You can
He
trade
didn't
him.
play well. He
You guys
didn't play
got
well.
Brandon Cooks and Rashid Shaheed and who else?
Well, she see it as a cloud of dust. I'll give you that.
I don't, By the way, Gatrell's getting cooked over here in the chat. You like watching Baker cook in Tampa? We'll get there.
What's wrong with Baker?
He's a bad man.
He's a bad dude. What's wrong with Baker?
Gatrell doesn't like him because he was a Brown and he really
I got you. I didn't know that, Cottrell. My bad. I didn't know.
I know.
I didn't know that. My bad, Cottrell. I didn't know.
Cottrell said Shador would beat the Patriots.
They already talked about getting Russell Wilson, trading for Russell Wilson. So that's going to put him right back down to quarterback number 3 if that happens.
Tired.
Yep, I agree.
I want to ask y'all a question real quick. This is going to cover 2 games quickly. What do you think the odds are, like the favorite and the second favorite to win the AFC North right now? You need to be reminded that's Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens. The Ravens dropped to 1-5 yesterday.
Jeez.
The Steelers improved to 4-1. So obviously the Steelers have to be heavy favorites to win the AFC North, right?
I mean, yeah, they got a good head start on everybody.
So we had this conversation, I think, before, and I get where the Steelers are sitting right now, and I know what we just saw from the Ravens yesterday, and I still think the Steelers will come back to the pack, and the Ravens will put together a string of wins. I think that division will be a lot closer and be up for grabs when it's all said and done. I don't think the Steelers are going to run away with the division. Mike Tomlin is doing what he does every year. He's winning a lot with smoke and mirrors. He's an impressive dude.
I want you to do yourself a favor. Right now, the Steelers are minus 160. The Ravens are plus 160. And then the rest of the two teams in the division are lottery tickets. I want you to do yourself a favor. And on Friday morning or late Thursday night, after the Steelers improved to 5-1 when they beat the Bengals, who are absolute garbage.
Trash.
I want you to look at the odds, and I want you to throw $25 on the Ravens to win the division. I want to read you the Steelers' schedule after the Bengals, and I want you to collectively try to tell me what you think is going to happen in these football games. Remember, 5-1 Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to play the Packers.
Loss.
We agree with loss there?
Loss. I'm calling a loss.
They
I
play the
think
Colts.
lose. I think they lose.
I think they lose that game.
They play at the Chargers.
Ugh. Might be a win.
That's an ugly game, but I'm still favoring the Chargers.
I might.
Then they play the Bengals. We'll collectively say. Then they go at Chicago. Then they play the Bills. Then they play a healthier Ravens team. Then they play the Dolphins. Then they play at the Lions, at the Browns, and then they play the Ravens again.
They ain't beating the Lions.
Steelers are set up to collapse again.
Games they should win, they lose.
Yep. And Mo, me and you been saying it. This should be the year that Mike Tomlin gets on that hot seat. If he ain't already on it.
I mean, they're 5-1, 4-1 now. They can't be on it now.
Man,
They're talking about giving him an extension.
I wouldn't.
Now.
I wouldn't.
I love Mike Tomlin, but I that doesn't mean that they won't still collapse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can still see them collapsing. And if they collapse, what will the conversation be?
Yep. I wouldn't extend Mike Tomlin at all.
So let's get it on record now. Who do we have winning the AFC North? The 1-5 Ravens, the 4-1 Steelers, or somebody else?
Well, I don't have nobody else because I think everybody else in the division is toast. They done. You can stick a fork in the Bengals, the Browns, they're done.
Okay, who's winning the division?
The Ravens would have to string together a lot of wins to at least get to win the division. But I've seen worse. The Giants won the division, 9-7 one year, and they went to the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh did it at one point. They were 9-8 or 9-7. They still won the division. That division ain't gonna be pretty. The Ravens got to they 1-5 right now. They got to go on a big winning streak to at least sniff the playoffs. But I don't know. I think Pittsburgh still wins the division.
It's worth the gamble.
You go in Pittsburgh. I mean, listen, you're the favorite. There's nothing wrong with that. Who do you got, Will? Who's winning the division?
I'll still say Pittsburgh only because everybody else is so far behind. That's going to be a lot of ground you got to make up. A lot. When is Burrow coming back? Or is he out for the season?
He's out for December.
Okay. December. Oh, that's way too late. Yeah.
And honestly,
he might as well just stay out.
And honestly,
he might as well just stay gone.
He should not come back then. He shouldn't come back then.
Cottrell says he's got the 1-5 Browns.
No.
Shador Sanders.
No.
They're gonna be 1-10 eventually.
Pittsburgh by default, my man Gio.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something right now. I look at the Ravens schedule and I feel like Lamar coming back. You listen, we talk about multi-time MVP. I'm not kidding with you. They got a bye week. Lamar comes back healthy. They play home versus the Bears, very winnable game. They play at the Dolphins, very winnable game. They play at the Vikings. The Vikings offense is led by Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, very winnable game. They play at the Browns, very winnable game. They play home versus the Jets, very winnable game. They play home versus the Bengals, very winnable game. They play home versus the Steelers, very winnable game. They play at the Bengals, very winnable. Their schedule really opens up
That defense got to
The
get
Ravens.
that defense got to
Rattled off 7 in a row.
that defense got to get healthy though. That's the whole key to it. If that defense can get healthy and start playing well, hey, it would be possible. We saw them get hot week 11 last season.
Perfect time for a bye week. Perfect time for a bye week. Get some guys healthy, get some guys back. I'm telling you right now, man, the Ravens rattle off 9 in a row. Don't say you didn't hear it here.
Now, question. I got a question for the room. What do you do? Do you continue to use, and I can't believe I'm asking this question, do you continue to use Derrick Henry as you do, or do you bring in a little bit more Justice Hill?
No, the Baltimore has to run Derrick Henry. He has to run. Yesterday in the loss, he 22 carries. He had over 122 yards. They have to give him the ball. Fumble or not, he can have 99 fumbles. I'm still giving him the ball. You still got to give him the ball.
I agree.
You still got to give him the ball to run. That's what you're paying him for. Nobody else can move the yardage like Derrick Henry. You still have to give him. He still has to get his carries.
I mean, I agree with that. You got to ride Derrick Henry. I mean, I would have gave the guy 28 carries yesterday, 30 carries yesterday. That's your meal ticket until you get Lamar back. And even when Lamar is back, you give Derrick Henry 25, 30 carries a game.
Gio.
And this is why I asked that question. He couldn't even stiff the end zone on the 1 yard line. That's why I asked that question.
Some of the worst play calling I've ever seen in my life. They ran a tush push with Derrick Henry. Then they run a tush push with Mark Andrews. Then they run a shotgun. We can blame Derrick Henry all we want. That 4th down call was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
They basically told the whole world they're going to run to the left side. They had 2 tight ends to the left. That was brutal play calling on the 1 yard line. The whole world knew what was happening on that play. You thought you were giving the ball to Cooper Rush or Derrick Henry.
Right.
They took Cooper Rush out of the game and they went with Snoop Huntley, which they should have done earlier.
He did because Snoop came in and started moving the offense.
Yep.
We'll see.
I don't understand, but I even signed Cooper Rush. I don't even get that signing. He doesn't fit what they do on offense. He doesn't fit what they do.
Not at all. I haven't seen Cooper Rush running a read option recently.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We got to talk about the Rico Dowdle revenge game. It happened.
Yes. I put them up in fantasy. Yes.
Listen, I'm going to say something right now. Rico Dowdle told the Carolina reporters.
Sure did.
He said, buckle up your helmets because I'm coming. Tell Dallas to buckle up their helmets. I'm coming. And then he backed it up with 235 all-purpose yards.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy.
Brutalized the Cowboys.
Yes, boy.
He did not like being cut. He did not like not being welcomed back to Dallas. And he made that very known. I give Rico Dowdle, and the Carolina Panthers are running the ball with purpose. Chuba Hubbard is expected to come back in a week or two. They just paid him.
Yep.
You have a Thunder. Forget Thunder and Lightning. You got Thunder with Chuba and Rico, and that offensive line is moving people. I'm liking what I'm seeing in Carolina. 30-27 victory over the Cowboys. That Cowboys defense, it might be the worst defense I've seen in like 10 years.
They can't stop us.
They can't stop no one.
They can't stop nobody.
No, what's your thoughts on the Cowboys?
They can't stop us.
I ain't getting in there. They're going to stop me. I'm not going to lie to you.
I like the fact that Dowdle told them what he was going to do, told them to strap up, and he did it. Mm-hmm. And then after the game, they asked him about it, and he said they didn't strap up. I mean, look, I think it's unique, right? Because he's not like known for being a big time running back, good running back, but suddenly in the last couple of weeks, the man has well over 450 total yards. And it could happen. We've seen this in the NFL and other sports before. A guy catches fire and he just has an amazing season. And it might be an amazing season. It might be a blip, or it might be who he's going to be in his career going forward. I don't know. But I'm enjoying it. And if you're a Carolina fan, you should enjoy it too. Like Gene said, you get Chuba back, and all of a sudden you've got a 1-2 punch that's in line with what Detroit does with their running back. So
Yep.
I think that running game takes so much pressure off of Bryce. It makes Bryce a better quarterback.
I agree. Key, what's your thoughts on the Carolina Panthers and Dallas Cowboys? I love when the Dallas Cowboys lose. Listen,
Yeah,
I knew how bad Thursday was. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to troll my Dallas fans. They came at me. Oh, y'all lost to the Giants, but y'all lost to they all lost to the Panthers. The Panthers. They haven't been relevant in a while. The Giants, haven't been either, but still, I think the Giants maybe just be a little tad bit better than Carolina. But still, y'all lost. I already knew it was going. I had a funny 50% chance that the Carolina was going to sneak this one out. Because Dallas defense, they have the number one offense. The reason why Dak will not be MVP favorite because of the defense sucks so much. Yes, he got good numbers on the offensive side. I'm not knocking Dak. He's moving the ball well offensively. They defense can't cover a hole.
Nope.
Can't cover a soul. Can't do nothing. In back-to-back weeks, you let Rico get over 200 yards. He had almost 200 yards on your 183. I like the receivers. I like T-Mac. He got 2 tubs yesterday. They need to get Jimmy Horn more involved. I know he just came back. Jimmy's my guy anyway. They'll get him acclimated. I don't know what happened with Leggett now. He's like Xavier falling off a little bit. So I don't know. But I like where Carolina's going. They 500 right now. You can't be mad at that. What they're doing down there. Carolina just needs somebody to guide them. They're a young team. They just need that guidance and direction. They're gonna be all right. They're going to be all right. I'm not saying playoffs, but you can see them slowly turning things around.
The thing that makes me upset about this game, that defense is terrible. I wish it was a little bit better. Dak played a good game. I don't like him, but George Pickens played a heck of a game yesterday. If you like offense, there you go. But defensively, that team can't stop nobody. Nobody.
A defense's best friend, though, Will, is a really, really strong run game.
Oh, yeah.
If they can run the ball down your throat and keep the other offense off the field, like that's a defense's best friend.
I wanted to get into this, and I thought this was the perfect time to get into it in the show. So I'm a PFF supporter. I'll be very honest when I say this. I watch games. I look at grades. When I look at players, I see situations that matter, right? So PFF, I have the top 10 quarterbacks based off total offense. So this equates their running ability and equates their passing ability based off total offense. And we're going to play a game. And I'm going to ask you guys to go around the horn and name me a top 10 quarterback through 6 weeks of the NFL season. Now, minimum 50% drop back, so none of your spot starters will be in here. So don't say Marcus Mariota for his one game. I'm just saying because he was number one. If you don't drop backs off, so I want to see. We'll go 3-strike policy, and I want to see who names the top 10. Who names more top 10 quarterbacks based off PFF's offensive grading. Can we do that?
Yep.
All right. Will, I'll let you start. Give me a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Drake May.
Drake May is number 9. One for Will. Key, give me another one.
Baker.
Baker is number 7. Mo, give me one.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is number 8. So 7, 8, 9 off the board. Will, back to you, brother. Actually, you know what? We'll reverse it. Mo, give me another one. We'll snake draft. We got Drake May, Kyle. Got Baker.
I'll go with Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is number 3. Number 1 is passing. Just passing, but the run grade lowers him a little bit. So he's number 3. Key. Give me no.
Give me the love boot.
Jordan Love, number 5. Well, you guys are undefeated so far. Forget 3 strikes. We don't need it.
Jordan Love is good.
Will, give me 2 in a row.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's number 4. Give me another one. Y'all missing it. 1, 2.
Dak Prescott.
6. Number 1, Dak Prescott.
You took mine, Will.
You're missing number 2. I don't know. I'm pretty sure somebody said him. Number 2, number 10, and number 6. 7 or 7 so far.
Let me go Jared Goff.
He's up. He went Jared Goff, and that is strike 1.
Oh, snap.
Jared Goff is ranked 18th. Mo, for 2, you could be landing with 2 strikes. You never know. Number 2 is not wild, but number 2 is just not what you would think.
Dang, his name is slipping me, but my guy with the Niners.
Purdy or Mac Jones?
Huh?
Purdy or Mac Jones?
I was going Matt Jones.
Mac Jones, number 16, strike 1.
Mm.
Give me another one, Mo. By the way, number 29 is Jake Browning. In case anyone wanted to mention Jake Browning, number 29. 29 qualified quarterbacks. There was 50% dropbacks. We're just missing 10, 6, and 2.
10, 6, and
10,
2.
6, and 2.
10, I don't think you'll get based off of what the world's perception of him is. 6, you should get, I guess. And 2 is someone that a lot of people said was a one-hit wonder, but is still absolutely doing great. Had a good game yesterday, too. I gave a lot of hits there.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold is number 2 in the NFL. Great
He
game.
took
yesterday.
mine.
His pass to Jackson Smith and Jigba for that touchdown yesterday was incredible. Key, you're missing 2 and 6.
T-Law.
He's not. He's number 22.
Really?
Number 20. Sorry, 20. Will, you gotta give me 2. Key, how many strikes you got? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Mo's got 1. Will's got none. He's been undefeated so far.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes is not on there. That's a strike, my friend.
Ah,
Listen, I think that 6 is easy.
I'll
No
take
one
one.
has 10 because of his
I'll take
perception.
a swing. Caleb Williams.
Nope. Caleb Williams is not. That's your second strike.
There's somebody we ain't expecting. So I'm sitting here going down the list of teams.
You're not going to expect it because of the world's perception of him right now.
No, it ain't who. No, it's not him.
It is.
Can't be.
Okay.
It's not the guy we were just talking about.
No.
That will blow my mind.
No. Will, give me a guess.
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna give up. Anybody want to take any more shots?
Hold on. Please say it ain't Carson Wentz.
Nope.
Okay.
JJ
He
McCarthy.
doesn't have 50%.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is number 6.
Okay.
That is not number 10. Number 10,
Bo Nix.
Jalen Hurts.
I didn't want to say Jalen because I didn't think he was going to be top 10. And I was going to say him too.
I didn't either. But
Yeah,
that's
I
a
didn't
good.
think
That's
he was
why.
top 10 either.
That's why I
Dang.
would have never guessed Jalen.
Yeah, me neither.
76% on the pass, which is not great. I don't think that's number. Or sorry, 69% on the pass, which is not great. That's number 13. But his run grade is 82%, which is number 4. Number 6.
I didn't want to say him for that reason. Dang, I should have went with my gut.
I think it's quite interesting. I love the way PFF breaks down players as a whole. So like if somebody runs the wrong route and they can figure out whose fault it was, drop passes, like stats don't always tell the story. And I
Right.
bring that up to talk about certain things that happen in different football games. So I'll say this. I watched a lot of football yesterday. I'm nowhere near done my all 22 though. So I didn't get a chance to see all the games yet. But when I watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the 49ers yesterday, man, did I come away impressed with Baker Mayfield. I'll give you two, right? First one, there was a 3rd and 17 play. The guy was wrapped up. The play was over. He was tackled.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks out of the tackle. All right, he's tackled again. He's only going to get 6 or 7 yards. Still going to be 9 yards short of first down. He breaks another tackle.
Yep.
Then he just jumps on. My God. He was incredible getting that first down. And that, the second one I want to bring up is that throw he made to Tej Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown. Did y'all hear the story about Tej Johnson after the game? This shit's so funny. So
I didn't
Tej
hear it.
Johnson scores the touchdown. Did y'all hear this in the media? It's so funny.
I know it's his first touchdown.
He scored a touchdown.
He scores the touchdown. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah,
He did that
tell us,
flip,
tell
boy.
us.
So he does the flip or whatever, and then he hears chance at MVP. So he said he thought they were for him. They were for Baker.
Came over to Sterling Shepard. He goes, "Are you an MVP?" And he goes, "Yeah." He's like, I ain't done nothing this year. Why do you? It's for Baker, man. He goes, like I lost it. I was dying. I thought it was hilarious. I'm going to ask y'all this question because in the NFL, this happens often. Dak Prescott is #1 PFF ranked quarterback in the NFL. They have the #1 offense in the NFL. Statistically, he's been the best quarterback in the NFL. I got to give the guy credit where credit's due. He's playing great football. I'm going to lie to you.
And no CD Lamb?
Right.
No CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah,
Right.
no CD Lamb.
Playing great
Mhm.
football. That offense is absolutely moving the football. 2 questions I have. Number 1, through 6 weeks of the NFL season, who is your NFL MVP? I'm not saying don't project.
Mm.
Tell me through 6 weeks who your NFL MVP is.
I had to go with Baker.
Yeah, I'm on the Baker train.
Yeah, you got to be on a Baker train at this point. You got to be. You got to
Dak,
be.
Dak, right. You can say Dak, but it's this defense that's going to not make him get MVP.
See, the thing is, Dak is, you can't be an MVP when you have a losing record.
Right.
Never.
Exactly. And that was my point for picking Baker.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Baker Mayfield. He's
Gotta
got
be.
4 game-winning touchdown drives or game-winning scores.
Yep.
He did it week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday they played the game without Mike Evans,
Yep.
without Chris Godwin,
Yep.
and Emeka Ibuka got hurt in the first half.
Yep.
He's playing with Johnson and Johnson wide receiver. I'm not kidding with you. Well, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to call you out on the spot. Can you name me 2 other receivers on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that aren't named Tej Johnson, because we just mentioned it?
Other than Sterling Shepard, that's it.
There you go. It's no one. Sterling Shepard. Yesterday, he was throwing the ball to Cameron Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Tej Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Sterling Shepard,
Mm-hmm.
and Cade Otton.
Yep. Yep.
That's incredible what they're doing down there in Tampa Bay.
He's throwing basically to the practice squad.
It is time to give Baker his credit.
Mm.
They ain't gonna do it.
2 years ago, Dave Canales was his offensive coordinator. They gave Dave Canales all the credit for Baker Mayfield. He got a head coaching job. Last year, Liam Cohen was his offensive coordinator. They gave Liam Cohen all the credit for Baker's success. Liam Cohen got a head football coaching job. Who's the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year?
Couldn't tell you.
I'll tell you what. You guys know I watch a lot of football. I have no idea who Josh Grizzard is.
Yeah.
No clue.
None.
No clue.
He
But
was
now
the
he's gonna
pass
get a
game coordinator last year. No idea who Josh Grizzard is.
I had no clue who that was. None.
Gotta give credit where credit's due. Baker's playing out of his mind.
Baker found a home too. They found a team that the team said we're gonna believe in you. And this is what's happening. The Browns just didn't. Sorry, Control. The Browns just didn't value Baker. Look what happens. Just imagine if the Browns would have had Baker right now.
Yep. But that just goes to show you. When a team shows that they believe in you and believe you can get the job done, hey, magic can happen.
I think
Magic can happen.
I'll tell you what now. I cannot wait to see the MVP speech if Baker wins. I want to see if he mentions Colin Coward.
Good point. Good point.
The second question I want to ask is the Dallas Cowboys trading Micah Parsons. How much is that blowing up in their face? They have no pass rush. They have no edge contain. Stop the run. Rico Dowdle put up 200 yards versus them yesterday. Caleb Williams looked like the MVP of football versus the Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Love was throwing to guys named Golden, Reed, and Dobbs all over the place. I'm just the Dallas Cowboys. Michael Parsons, Mo, is it blown up in their face?
Is it? I mean, and Jerry tried to say it in a straight face, like, well, we feel we got the best player back because now we can stop the run. But they can't stop the run. They actually can't stop anything. Run, pass, land, sea. They're terrible. That's the impact. But that's what happens when you trade one of the best football players in the NFL who's only 26 years old.
Yep.
That's what happens. Because your ego overrode common sense. And that's why I'll never understand that, but it is what it is.
Kyle, I need you to stop, man.
Kyle Watson. I have one last thing, and I'm sorry, this is very selfish. Very, very selfish in me. But man, the best news I got all day Sunday had nothing to do with the Cowboys losing. Had nothing to do with winning fantasy.
I know where Gene going.
I think I know where you're going to.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The Penn State Nittany Lions have finally fired Franklin.
Yep.
Did y'all see how much money this man's going to make a month?
Yep. He's going to be sitting there doing nothing, collecting the
check. At the house.
$666,000 a month for the next 6 years.
Bro.
50 mil payout.
$666,000 a month.
I wouldn't do nothing.
You ain't lying.
6 years.
Just to exist. Look, nobody likes getting fired, but I'm not gonna pity James Franklin. That's your lot in life. And you're right, he's gonna get that money for the next 6 years. But it's not like, let's be honest, there won't be another program. Maybe it's a smaller program, but he'll get another job if he wants it. We know that.
Penn State became the first FBS team in the last 30 years to lose consecutive games as 20-point favorites. Get him out of here.
He gone. Mike Norvell about to be gone. So, hey.
Give me Dillingham. Give me Rule. I want one of those guys.
I'll take Matt Rule.
Yeah, he has ties with PA
I'll take
anyway.
Matt Rule. Man, Norvell messing up so bad. They talking about Norvell messing up so bad. They talking about bringing Jimbo back. Come on, man. You can't do that. Come on, man.
He can't.
I am so thrilled to hear that James Franklin is. And by the way, I screw whoever on the internet put that video of there. This is a video of James Franklin hugging his daughter as Penn State fans yell "Fire Franklin." feel bad. I don't feel bad for this man. He gonna make $666,000
Hell yeah, him and his daughter
a
gonna live
month
the good.
for the next 6 years. Go away.
Him and his daughter gonna live the good life. I ain't
I'm
upset.
thrilled. I'm happy. It's a beautiful day in Penn State. The
Man,
Nittany
Kyle,
Lions have a chance now.
Kyle, you need to stop, sir. You need to stop.
Kyle's fired up today.
He fired up today. You need to stop,
I
Kyle.
love
You
me
need
some
to stop.
Kyle. We out of time though. The day flew. I love talking sports with y'all. It's a blessing to be able to talk with you guys each day, whether it be on Coffee and Sports, Wire to Wire, and One Sports Report, Meaty Boys, Passion and Precision, Sideline. It doesn't matter. I'm missing a show or two. I apologize. Throw something at me later. I don't care.
Sports reporter.
Thank you guys so much for what you guys bring to the network and all you guys bring to the chat. Will, the Sports Report is on 10 o'clock tonight.
That is correct, sir.
You would like to promote for the show?
Yeah, we're gonna get into the Chiefs victory. You know, I got 2 Chiefs fans on the show as host and co-host. So we're
Please
gonna
bring up
talk
the
about-
penalties.
Oh, I will for sure. For sure.
They won't admit it, but 0 penalties in a football game is wild. I want to be very clear. I still think they win the football game. I'm not saying it's the reason they won.
Right.
Just want to be clear. But
Oh yeah.
wow.
Gotcha.
Key, tell us something new.
I mean, I got nothing. Like, you know, I'm always happy to be on in the morning, especially if I don't not doing anything. You know, in the mornings or I'm off from home. Because trust me, if I could be on in the office, you know I would. But you know, it's always great coming on in the mornings whenever I can.
Great having you as usual. Mo, close us out.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Make sure you check out all the great content we have at Wire to Wire Network. Wire to Wire Network, we appreciate you.
Take care, y'all. See y'all tonight and tomorrow morning.